Hello scholars, welcome back to our online classes of GK. Today we are going to start our unit 2. Scholars, today we will start our second unit, that is Flora and Fauna. Before starting this chapter, we should know what is flora and fauna. Flora is all the plant life present in a particular region or time, generally the naturally occurring native plants, and the corresponding term for animal life is fauna. In simple words, the flora relates to all plant life and the term fauna represents all animal life. So scholars, now we will start our exercise number 9, that is nutty plants. Do you know what are nuts? Nuts are among the healthiest foods to eat. They contain a lot of minerals, proteins, vitamins, good fats and many other substances which play a vital role in keeping us healthy. So here what we have to do is we have to observe the following plants which give us different types of nuts. Then unscramble their names and write them in the blanks given. So as you can see our question number 1. Can you recognize this nut from the image? Yes, it is walnut. So this tree is walnut tree. So here in the space given we will write walnut. You know scholars, walnuts are rich in heart healthy fats and high in antioxidants. Regularly eating walnuts may improve brain health and reduces your risk of heart disease and cancer. So these are the benefits of eating walnut. Now we'll see our question number 2. Can you recognize this nut from the picture? Yes, you are right. These are almonds. And this is almond tree. So here we will write almond tree. And you know, almonds can be considered brain food. Healthy levels of vitamin E have been shown to prevent cognitive decline, boost alertness and preserve memory longer. Now we'll see our question number 3. Can you recognize this nut? Yes, these are cashew nuts and this is cashew tree. So here we will write cashew tree. Cashew nut oil is rich in selenium, zinc, magnesium, iron and phosphorus. The high percentage of selenium in cashews is not only good for your skin but helps prevent cancer as well. Now we will do our question number 4. Scholars, can you recognize this nut? This is pistachio nut and this tree is pistachio tree. So here we will write pistachio tree. And you know, pistachios are rich in nutrients, high in antioxidants, low in calories and may aid weight loss, lower cholesterol and blood pressure. So there are a lot of benefits of eating pistachios. Now we'll move to our next question, that is question number 5. So scholars, can you recognize this nut? These are chilgoza pine and this is chilgoza pine tree. So we will write it here. The chilgoza pine tree are enriched with zinc, iron, magnesium and vitamin A. Pine nuts are commonly found in places such as Afghanistan, Pakistan, China and India. Now we'll move to our question number 6. These are chestnut. So here we will write chestnut tree. The chestnut is one of the world's most popular and unique nut-bearing trees. Fresh chestnuts contain vitamin C and are much lower in fat than other nuts and contain twice as much starch as a potato. So like this, scholars, we have completed our exercise number 9. Now let's see exercise number 10. So here is our exercise number 10, that is fruits from around the world. Here we have to look at these pictures, read the clues and write the names of the fruits in the blanks. So let's start. Our question number 1 is, a native of China, this fruit is also grown in India, especially in Muzaffarpur, Bihar. I hope you have already guessed the name of this fruit. Yes, these are lychees. Lychee, also known as lychee, is a small tropical fruit from the soapberry family. In India, we call it lychee. Now we'll move to our question number 2. A delicious sweet sour fruit. Nagpur in our country is famous for their cultivation. I guess you have already recognized this fruit? Yes, you are right. These are oranges. So write here oranges. Now we'll move to our question number 3. Its pulp has a sweet sour taste, very popular in South India for adding tart taste to the dishes. Yes, you are right. It is tamarind. Tamarind is cultivated all over India, especially in Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. So you will write here tamarind. Now let's move to our question number 4. Also known as Chinese gooseberry, this sweet tasting fruit is the national fruit of China. Can you guess the name? Yes, you are right. This is kiwi fruit. Now we'll see our question number 5. It is a type of citrus fruit. It has a bitter yellow skin and juicy pulp. This is grapefruit. The grapefruit is a subtropically citrus tree known for its relatively large, sour to semi-sweet, somewhat bitter fruit. Grapefruit is a citrus hybrid originating in Barbados as an accidental cross between the sweet orange and pomelo, both of which were introduced from Asia in 17th century. Now we'll see our next question. This fruit is a native of South America. Nowadays it is grown and eaten around the world. These are pineapples. A pineapple is the result of many flowers whose fruitlets have joined around the core. Pineapple contains bromelain, an enzyme that may help arthritis pain by easing inflammation. They are also a good source of vitamin C, which helps your immune system. Now we'll see our question number 7. This fruit is grown in India and some other countries. Has very sweet and pleasing taste. Yes, you are right. These are custard apple. It contains antioxidants like vitamin C, which helps to fight free radicals in our body. It also contains vitamin A, which keeps your skin and hair healthy. Now we'll move to our last question of this exercise. This fruit has an exceptionally sweet and malty taste. It is grown in India on a very large scale. Yes, you are right. These are chiku. So with this we have completed our exercise number 10. Now we will do our exercise number 11. So here is our exercise number 11, that is plant processes. So here what we have to do, we have to match each of the following plant processes to its name. So let's start. Our first one is the process by which water vapor moves out of the plant into the air. It is called transpiration. That is given in point number C on the other side. So here we will write C in front of 1. Now let's see our second one. The union of pollen and ovule in a flower that leads to the development of seed. This process is called fertilization. That is given in point number A. So here in front of 2 we will write A. Now let's see question number 3. The process of transfer of pollen from the anther to the stigma. This process is called pollination. It is given in point number G. So here in front of 3 we will write G. Now let's see our question number 4. The process by which plants use sunlight, water and carbon dioxide to produce food and oxygen. As we all know, this process is known as photosynthesis. It is given in point number F on the other side. So in front of 4 we will write F. Now question number 5. The process by which plants break down food molecules to get energy. This process is called cellular respiration. It is given in point number D. So in front of 5 we will write D. Now let's do question number 6. The process in which seed sprouts and plant embryo begins to grow into a new plant. This process is called germination. That is given in point number B on the other side. So here in front of 6 we will write B. Now we'll do the last question of this exercise, the initial step in respiration, where plant cells break down glucose into an acid. This process is known as glycolysis. It is given in point number E. So in front of 7 we will write E. So like this we have completed our exercise number 11. The rest of the exercise of this unit we'll do in our next video. So scholars, with this we come to end of this video. Goodbye scholars.